Hey y'all, Claire Barrow with Barrow Gang Antiques again. I want to talk about a whole category of items that are really a great thing to start collecting if you are wanting to resell. And there's something that's very easy to ship, very easy to store. To me, it's one of those hidden in plain sights type of categories that you might just walk past if you're out and about, looking for things to purchase. Anyway, the category is called ephemera. It's spelled Ephemera. Sorry about that. And what that means is anything that truly was made from a type of material that would break down over time, such as photographs, any type of paper or checks or receipt books, anything like that, that really wasn't designed to last. That all is called ephemera. And let me tell you, especially guys, heads up about this, women love ephemera. One of the biggest crafting trends right now is something called a journal or a junk journal. Now, if you just do that hashtag or Google it or whatever, you will be absolutely amazed what will pop up. And I can tell you that for those of you that are on eBay, or even if you sell on Instagram or on Facebook, this is something that you can come across at yard sales, and it's still a relatively inexpensive thing to collect. So I'm just going to show you a few examples of the different things that I currently have, and I've recently added to my Etsy store. Like I said, they're easy to ship, and in fact, also for international, because international shipping can just be crazy expensive. But with a flat thing like this that you can just put it in an envelope, you can ship this pretty much anywhere on the planet. So like right over here we have an 8x10 glossy of a parade float from Coors. Guys always are looking for things like that for their man caves. There's also a huge group of people that are involved in the brewing industry, and they love old photos like this. So this is of a Coors float that was held here in a parade in Albuquerque, sponsored by Maloof's, which is their very famous last name, especially in sports. They used to own the Sacramento Kings, and I believe the Houston Rockets at one time as well. Okay, now over here we've got Harrah's Gaming Guide, which basically was handed out at the casino, either at the Reno or Lake Tahoe location, and inside it's just got some really interesting things. You can tell by the graphics it's from the 60s. There's a lot of people mid-century modern that like their barware, and they'll just like to display things like this. Over here we have another photo. This is from, I don't know if you heard about this, but in the 1930s during the Great Depression, there were dance marathons where people literally danced for days straight, and whoever was the last couple standing would receive a prize. Now, this is a couple that danced in a dance hall that was in Chicago, near Chicago, Illinois. And the reason why I included this is I have never seen a photo from one of those type of events before. I've been doing this for years. I've known about this whole thing, but I have never seen a photo. So to me, this is such a treasure. It's just really great. And down here, you've got a souvenir that someone picked up on their trip out to Hollywood. And on the cover, it's actually designed to be shipped to someone as a postcard. But as you can see, here, I'll open it up real quick. If you open it up, it has a series of wonderful vintage images of things around Hollywood. There's a little historic description. Sorry about the camera there, guys. I'm trying to do this with one hand. Yeah, I know. I need to get a tripod. But anyway, really cool. Look at the cars. Don't you just love that? Oh my God, just to have one of those would be so fabulous. And then finally, this is another really great category. These were actually matchbook covers. Now the matches are no longer there. I'll flip them over to show you. But this is something that was used quite a bit as advertising for various companies, because most people used to smoke, and they would just be carrying their matchbooks around with them, and it was just a great way to promote your store. You can see this one. They've got C.W. Crawford, which is all over Southern California. and then Cape Ann Laundry, which was in Gloucester, Massachusetts. So there again, these are so easy to ship. They're easy to store. You can get like some plastic containers, depending on type of paper. You probably want to use like a plastic sleeve for your photos. But in general, these type of things sell really quickly. Another suggestion is that you can actually bundle things like this together and sell them as a package. So I highly recommend Ephemera. It's fun to find things local to your area, and if you put them online, you'll never know what people are searching for. Sometimes it could be, oh my gosh, I remember I grew up in that town and now I live on the other side of the world or whatever. But it's a great way to turn and flip some things that are, like I said, they're easy to store and they're easy to ship. And most of the time you can find these in thrift shops and they're relatively inexpensive. So just one more little suggestion. Thanks, y'all. If you have any questions or comments or other categories that you would like to have information about, please leave me a comment at the end of the video. And thanks so much.